Head to New York City as Donald Trump's ex-attorney Michael Cohen testified in the former president's criminal hush money trial. Cohen spoke on the campaign's concerns about Trump's standing with women, along with his efforts to buy adult film actress Stormy Daniels' story. Trump kept his eyes closed most of the day, but there were certainly a few moments when they popped right open.
This trial is rigged. It's dishonest. It's a disgrace to New York. It's a disgrace to the country. I should be out campaigning now instead of sitting in a very cold courthouse all day long.
Donald Trump with his morning address to the media on a day that he knows could make or break the case against him. Enter Michael Cohen, the prosecution's star witness seen leaving his New York apartment building to give testimony that could determine whether jurors convict the former U.S. president of illegally hiding payments to silence women who said they had a sexual encounter with Trump.
Do you have any messages for Donald Trump today? You plan on telling the truth?
Cohen testified he learned from the National Enquirer higher-ups that Stormy Daniels was looking to sell her story about an alleged affair with Trump in 2006. Cohen said if released publicly, her story would have been catastrophic for the campaign. Trump said to me, "This is a disaster, a total disaster. Women are going to hate me. This is really a disaster. Women will hate me. Guys, they think it's cool, but this is going to be a disaster for the campaign," Cohen testified. Cohen adding that Melania, his wife of nearly 20 years, was in no way on Trump's mind when it came to the Stormy deal. "Don't worry," he goes, "how long do you think I'll be on the market for? Not long." He wasn't thinking about Melania. This was all about the campaign. In court, Trump smirked and shook his head.
He probably wants to run up there and wring his neck, but he's not gonna do it.
Cohen saying Trump was mad when he was informed about Stormy Daniels' story. Cohen says Trump told him, quote, "just take care of it." So from the Access Hollywood tape.
Hey, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the
To Stormy Daniels, Trump's lawyer of more than a decade saying, quote, "I was doing everything I could and more to protect my boss." Cohen saying he fronted the money and that Trump was appreciative and signed off on the payment. He stated to me, "Don't worry, you'll get the money back," Cohen testified.
I've spoken to Alan Weisselberg about how to set the whole thing up with funding. Yes.
They're on tape more or less verifying and confirming that the transaction is taking place and the problem is going to go away. So I think that the combination of those two things, the direct testimony, the evidence, the tape, I think it's incontrovertible, frankly.
Prosecutor Susan Hoffinger is building to the very moment at the heart of the case.
And Michael Cohen meets him in the Oval Office after the election and says, "Are you going to pay me back?" And then this series of checks that pay Michael Cohen back, not just the $130,000, but the $130,000 plus the taxes he had to pay on it.
Cohen saying it would be recorded as like a legal service rendered, since I was then going to be given the title of personal attorney to the president.
Mershon should grant that motion for dismissal. There's been no showing of a crime. They failed to protect the rights of the defendant from a baseless, politically motivated prosecution.
The real issue the prosecution will have to work around is Michael Cohen motivated to bring Trump down. Cohen broke with Trump after the FBI raided his office, apartment, and hotel back in 2018. He's been a fierce critic of the former president ever since.
Then Cohen turns on him, and for 6 or 7 years makes his entire identity attacking the defendant. I think that is the thing that prosecutors need to get around. Why should we trust someone who, again, names their book Revenge? How do we believe that they're not a liar out for revenge against the defendant?
Andy McCarthy, great legal analyst, said none of this is illegal. There's nothing illegal. It's called politics. There's nothing illegal.
Defense lawyers have teed up a bruising cross-examination of Cohen telling jurors during opening statements that the fixer-turned-foe is an admitted liar with an obsession to get President Trump.